What's good, my wolf pack? Alpha the pack right here. And today in this video, man, I'm gonna be doing a review of Eden Zero, chapter 126. This doctor, armed and dangerous. And yo, look, bruh, let me say, can we please kill Dr. Mueller? Can we please kill this man? Oh my god, I cannot stand this bastard. Somebody, anybody, kill him. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. So, at the very end, of the chapter, I think Jin, like when we first met him, we found out that he was like 60% machine. I can't talk. We found out that his body was 60% machine, and at the end of this chapter, we found out that the reason for that is when Jin and Colleen were children, this bastard experimented on them. He straight up, when he was fighting Wise and Hermit, this man said he was going on about how he experimented on humans, how he was trying to be the superior mechanical. He wanted to be the superior mechanical being, and how he was experimenting on humans after he broke out of prisons, right? And so when he was talking to Wise and Hermit, he said some of his favorite victims that he worked on was uh, the Rutherford siblings. Some of his favorite victims were Colleen and Jen. And dog, he said he had Jen. There was this flashback where he had Jen set up on like this cross thing. Like he basically crucified Jen, right? Lil Jen as a child, right? He basically crucified him, right? And he had a Dr. Mueller. He had a chainsaw to Jen's neck, and we get a look back at the present day at Dr. Mueller's face, and he said, "I made his sister watch as I dismantled her brother's body." And he was all like, her screams of terror and agony. That was the greatest show in the cosmos. Bro, somebody kill this man. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate this man so much. Does anybody like Dr. Mueller? Does anybody like him? This nigga, he's such a psychopath. This nigga literally has no likable traits. No likable traits. He's not even the only thing I can give him is that he's sadistic. But other than that, this nigga has no likable trait. No likable traits, even as a villain. Just want him dead already, man. I don't care who kills him. Somebody just needs to kill him. I'm all for Wise taking him out. I don't think Hermit's up for the task. Um, some people, after finding out what happened with Jin this chapter when he was young, wants Jin to take out Mueller, but I don't even see how that's a possibility because Clean was freaking out, going on and on about how someone terrible was on Forrester. Originally, I thought um, that Shura or Nero was showing up and she was sensing them somehow, but I'm guessing that was actually in correlation to Mueller. She somehow sensed that Mueller was there and she was freaking out because of him, and so um, Jen took Clean to the Eden Zero, and he dropped to his hands and knees and begged Sister to heal Clean. He said, "I don't care whatever you have to do. You can use whatever part of me that's human left, organs, limbs. I don't care. Just please heal my sister." And we got a very out of character moment for Jen, which honestly I enjoyed seeing. You know, and it just lowering that cold front he always has up, right? So I really like that more, I guess, normal human side to him. I really like seeing that side of Jen, right? So he basically just begs Sister to heal Clean, to fix her. because that the little machine on her head that always suppresses her emotion. It was freaking out. It was freaking out as well. That machine on her head that always suppresses her emotions. It was freaking out, saying that it can't suppress her mental state. So as Jen begs sister to heal clean, she basically says, "It's my job. Of course I'll heal her." All right, and then she takes clean away, and so just like that. That's basically all that happened with Jen. I'm really I'm hoping with this we see that Jen opens up more to the crew, because we've seen ever since he got on to Eden Zero that he's always been he's been he's been standoffish. He doesn't associate with anybody. He doesn't talk to anybody. Clean has no problem with associating with the crew, but Jen's always by himself. So I'm hoping with this, Jen opens up more with the crew and becomes more a part of the family. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. This I just want Dr. Mueller dead. I want somebody to take this dude out. Okay, so moving on. Um, that was basically honestly, I really only enjoyed two things with the chapter. It was the stuff with the it was the reveal of what happened to Jen with Dr. Mueller, and it was Shiki talking with Xenolith. Those are basically the only two things I really enjoyed this chapter. So with Shiki and Xenolith, we found out that Xenolith was one of the holy knights of the dancing Sakura cosmos, right? And that he originally lived 1,000 years ago in the Dark Ages as a human. We don't really find out how he got turned into a robot. He just said, for reasons, I'm in this machine body now. So maybe we'll find out more about that in the future. But yeah, we found out that Xenolit lived 1,000 years ago. He was in the Dark Ages, and he was a holy knight, right? And we also see that Xenolit got a bit of he has some comedic bits to him, because he was all like, when I was a human, now I was quite popular with the ladies. And so, um, there was a moment where Xenolit's talking to Shiki about Ziggy, and he said that while he did technically teach Ziggy, Ziggy learns all of Xenolit's moves after only utilizing them, after only using them once. He took to his moves naturally. He was like a prodigy of sorts. He learned them with ease, and so he said that now that Ziggy has fell to dark gravity, has turned to the dark side, he hopes that Shiki won't fall to the dark side. I'm really interested in this relationship with Xenolith and Shiki. I'm really hoping. I really want Xenolith to get on to Eden Zero, and I want him to teach Shiki. I'm really hoping this is where this is going. There's no way. There's no way it's just gonna end with this one conversation. I'm really hoping Xenolith teaches Shiki. Okay, that'll be so cool. I want my man. He has to get more powerful, because I said this before. He has to. He can't handle upcoming threats right now as he is. He couldn't even take justice. All right. So if he's gonna fight Shura, if he's gonna fight Nero, he has to get stronger. So I'm hoping that Xenolit sticks around and trains him. Okay. So um, there's this moment where we see with Justice's crew and Elsie's crew, Creed and Victory, and Hyoga and Hyoga and I can't remember his name. We see Elsie's crew and Justice's crew. All right, just standing around talking. Um, what's his name? Creed? Nah, Victory. He's in this big hulking titan form. He almost crushes Hormer, who was in that cage that Creed had her locked up in, right? So Creed sets her free, and Hormer is able to escape getting crushed to death, right? And then after a few more words are said between Elsie's crew and Justice's crew. Nothing really important, honestly. They were basically throwing shade at each other, talking about which one of them was more villainous. All right, nothing too important. Okay, and then Rebecca comes zooming by on a motorcycle with Happy and Pino and the little girl that she saved, right? And Homura hops on, and they peace out, right? And so there was this moment where this the little girl is just sitting between Rebecca and Homura, and she asks Rebecca to go save her little robot friend Mimi, and they ask her, Homura and Rebecca ask her, they're like, who's Mimi? And the little girl takes out her phone, and we see a picture of her and this little robot hugging, right? And this made me feel so bad, bro, because the little robot that was with her in the picture, it was that same robot that got like exploded, that got like penetrated by that glue bastard. What was his name? Moro? No. Yeah, Mora. All right. It was that same little robot that Shiki was trying to be friends with. That Mora just like exploded. It was the same robot that was in that picture, and I just felt so bad. I felt so bad because she was all like, "Please, you have to find Mimi. He's probably alone, crying and sad. I want my Mimi." And Rebecca and Homura, they're all Pino and Happy. They're all looking down like they don't know what to say. And I'm like, "Oh no." And it's just this planet's done, man. Forest is done. Everybody's. I'm pretty sure if all the humans weren't dead before, all of the humans are dead now, or at least like 95% of them. Um, we then see we got a little shot where Elsie and Justice they're beaten and battered. They can barely stand up, and one of Elsie's goons comes and picks her up, and Justice tries to stop her, saying that she won't escape him. All right, but Justice says we're too. Elsie says we're too injured to continue this fight. We'll fight another time unless you actually want. Unless the fight isn't what you want. You want to. Unless the fight isn't what you want, it's the kiss that you want to continue. Basically, she was just teasing Justice, and after that, she pieced out with her goon. And Justice gets like a video feed, a video call from one of his allies, Holy, I think her name is, right? And she was all like, "Justice, sweetheart, I understand if you want to go after your little girlfriend, but do try to stay focused on the mission. We have to think about Nero. We know that he's gonna want to retaliate for what Ziggy did to Forrester, right?" And it was after that part we got to the part with Jen and Colleen, or we found out what happened to Jen and Colleen because Dr. Mueller revealed it. But yeah, man, that was basically all that happened this chapter. But like I said, man, the only parts of the chapter that I really enjoyed were the talk with Xenolith and Shiki, and the reveal of what Dr. Mueller did to Jen. Okay, so I'll say, other than that, nothing else really exciting happened. But I enjoyed the chapter. I enjoyed the chapter for what it was. It wasn't as hype as the last chapter, but I enjoyed it. It was all right. Um, so I'm pretty sure the arc is coming to an end. It's officially coming to an end. The fight with Justice and Elsie is done with. Elsie's goons and Justice's goons are not fighting no more. Mora's back. Okay. And so, pretty much the last thing that's going on is the fight with Wise and Herman against Dr. Mueller. I'm hoping Dr. Mueller goes down, but a part of me feels like he's gonna escape. As much as I want this man to go down, a part of me feels like he's gonna escape. Well, I think Laguna is on his way to where Wise and Hermit are, so maybe he'll be the one to kill uh, Mueller. But I don't know. A small part of me feels like he's gonna get away. But we'll see. That's basically it, man. Yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Alright. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. Y'all want Xena to train Shiki? I really want my boy to become more powerful. I'm real curious because early on in like the earlier on, we kind of like got remnants or flashes of Shiki not acting like he usually would. How him acting like how him being more cold, more serious than he normally would. Like in the Drake and Joe arc where Rebecca had that dream. And it was hinted that Happy died somehow when Shiki was just acting really cold, not his normal happy goofy self, right? So somehow, some way, something's gonna happen with Shiki to where he like I guess teeters between light and dark, right? And we're gonna see if he goes to like the dark gravity or not. But y'all let me know if y'all want to see Xenolit train Shiki, man, because I'm really hoping that happens. I want Xenolit to stick around. I'm hoping this isn't just a conversation that takes place between the two, you know. But yeah, man, that's basically it. Peace.